I have to become more. And so as we kick off this year, what we want to do today is talk to you about some announcements in R-Link. And I've never been in this position before. And none of you have either, because I'm talking to our community members, which you know them. One of them made $4.3 billion in the last project. He will tell you, I have never been in this position before. It's never been a market where, all of a sudden we're seeing the entire world go from ridiculed and opposed to blockchain and crypto to self-accepted and pushing it and saying that, for example, here in the US, right? I mean, doesn't matter whether they agree with who became president or not. The whole thing is, like, the majority of our administration now in the US is massive pro blockchain, pro crypto, saying we want to be the crypto superpower of the world. We want to use blockchain and crypto to get us out of trillions of dollars in debt. You're seeing the Vanguards and the Blackwaters and all the smart money come into effect. You're seeing the World Economic Forum now saying that, look, blockchain could disrupt. It was $867 trillion in traditional businesses. Now they're saying a quadrillion dollars. So we've never been in this. In the middle of a Bitcoin halving, where now they're going 2025, you're hearing like Michael Saylor saying, look, 2025 is going to be explosive. Like, he believes that Bitcoin will, in the next so many years, go to $13 million a Bitcoin. So we're seeing the entire world shift right in front of us. And I don't know about you, but I've looked back many times and going, man, it sure would have been nice if I was a part of, Amazon when Jeff Bezos was in his garage, or, when Microsoft first started, or Apple, or, man, wouldn't it have been nice to be partners with Elon Musk when he was sleeping on the floor, like launching these companies? Man, I missed all of those opportunities. Well, here we are, blockchain growing faster than the internet in 96. And then you've got a community member that made over $4 billion saying, Darren, I don't know if you realize, but Gala Games, R-Link did more in the first 4 months than Gala did the first 4 years. So that's thanks to every single one of you. So what I'm trying to do is share with you, we've never been here before. I don't believe we'll ever be here again. This project, and then we've got, for example, Tony Swantek. How many people do you know that have 3 different companies that have done over $1 billion in the last 36 months? But yet for him to put everything in his life, like delegate it out and go, I believe this will be the biggest thing I've ever done. I believe the other things that I've done will look small in comparison to the potential that we have here. Now, we know there's no guarantees, right? It could be absolutely nothing. That's everything in life. But the potential, in my eyes, is greater than anything we've ever seen and anything that we will ever see in the near future. And we have a project. When I was with my son the other day, and he had quite a bit of Dogecoin, and he sold it at 47 cents a coin. And I'm like, isn't this crazy? Here you have Dogecoin that you can't use for anything right now, like absolutely nothing. But yet my son just sold a bunch of it for 47 cents a token. You're on a platform right now that has real world revenue. We've done more revenue the first few months since the middle of September when we officially launched than Gala Games did the first 4 years. And at one point, they were trading $1 to $3 billion a day, more than Tesla, more than Apple. And thanks to all of you, we're doing more in 4 months, a few months, than they did the first 4 years. When I saw a screenshot of someone that was in Gala Games, and again, just because Gala did this doesn't mean we do this, but they're going, Darren, Gala didn't have anything that we have here. Like, we're 100 to 1,000 times ahead of where they were. Community, technology, the acceptance in the marketplace, all the pro crypto, pro blockchain language, everywhere you turn, on every TV, every social media platform, right? And they showed me a screenshot of December, I think it was 2018. It was the same time we are right now, of Gala. They did $1,900 in volume in a 24-hour window. The token price was 0.00, I think it was 3 zeros and a 2, if I'm not mistaken. Fast forward 9 months later, 24-hour trading volume, $500 million. And it was at 11 cents, and then it just went up from there to, I think it ended up going to 87 cents, 80 some cents a token. So what does that have to do with all of us? This is your company. This is my company. This is our company, right? The power is with all of us. So we have skin in the game to go out and really make sure that we do everything we possibly can to drive customers to this platform and drive real world revenue. And let me tell you, you're seeing video conferencing, right? You're seeing video conferencing. This is one part of the R-Link platform. One. There's many other ways to communicate we'll be adding onto the R-Link blockchain, where you've heard Tony Swantek talk about adding education onto the blockchain. So we're just in the initial stages. So with that said, there's a couple things I want to do, and then I'm going to bring on Kim Garst. I was giving her some time to finish up some links to make an announcement. But anytime that I've wanted to go out and absolutely make a change in my life, there's a few things that happen. Number one, I got clarity on exactly what I wanted. If you're lacking motivation, if you feel burned out, again, it wasn't me, it was the billionaire said, Darren, you're not burned out, you're not unmotivated. You're lacking clarity. Okay, you're lacking clarity. Clarity gives you focus. Focus gives you energy. So why are all you building your business? Why are you setting goals? Why are you willing to work hard and sacrifice to make 2025 a big difference? I would take time, slow down to go fast, and get clear. The clearer the picture of your future, the more goal-directed your actions are on a daily basis. What thou seest, thou beest. If you can't see it in your head, you can't hold it in your hand. And some of you are like, Darren, just skip to the announcements. If you don't have that crystal clear, somebody saying something negative, all of a sudden, things going up, things going down, and that's the thing with crypto and blockchain. It can be massively up. It can be massively down. People go, Darren, oh my gosh, R-Link was up so much in the last 24 hours. I'm like, who cares, right? There's very little liquidity, right? It doesn't matter. Well, if it's way up, doesn't matter. It's probably going to go down. Hey, Darren, did you see R-Link is down? I don't care, right? I'm long-term. We know this is the part of any project. I would have much rather been in Bitcoin back and it was a fraction of a penny when pretty much every single person was saying it was a scam, the majority of people. Even Michael Saylor, who has billions of it now, he goes, look, every person that's for Bitcoin was once against Bitcoin. But if you don't have crystal clear clarity on why you're fighting for your family and what you really want, when you start experiencing that emotional roller coaster, you're going to quit. It's not money, right? It's the emotional attachment to the money. We're in the beginning stages. It's easy to see Apple as a big company. It's easy to see Tesla as a big company. Amazon to see a big company. But would you rather be a now, or would you rather be a pioneer when you're in the beta stages and you're fighting through the emotional roller coaster? So clarity. Number two, I made a commitment. I went in the gym yesterday, which is why I can barely walk today. My 3 last days of the gym. It's packed. Everybody's like, new year, new me. We're going to crank this thing. Go in 30 days from now. You could bounce a freaking, 100-pound wall ball off of every wall, shoot it through the whole gym, and probably not hit anybody because people quit. They quit so fast. Commitment is doing the thing that we say that we will do long after the emotions have left. It's easy to get excited and fired up right now. But what you do in the dark is what you get recognized for in the light. When you watch like Kobe Bryant, when you used to watch him at his prime, like run down that court, it looked so easy. But what they didn't see was the countless hours of training that he did when no one else was in the gym. To get what most people don't have, we must do what most people won't do. And so, are you willing to fight for the next 90 days? I'm not talking about commitment is doing the thing you said you would do long after the feeling in which you set it in has passed. Motivation at first is discipline. You have to be disciplined until it becomes part of your personality. I care about people. I want them to win. But in the end, we have to go out and we have to do the work. The second thing that happened every time, so I got clarity on my goals. I made a commitment and it hurt bad enough. It finally hurt bad enough. Some people will not participate in their own rescue, right? They won't participate in their own rescue. You throw them the life jacket, they won't grab it. So are you willing to go for 90 days, put your head down, and we go crush this? Not 40, not 60, not 80, 90 days. When it hurt bad enough for me, anytime I got to that point, I go, I've had it. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm going to go for the next 90 days like I've never gone before. And I didn't took my head up, and that's when I had that breakthrough. There's something magical about 90 days. 90 days, not 40, not 60, 90 days. But people get excited. They do a little bit, they stop. They do a little bit, they stop. So let's roll into some of the announcements. Number one is I'm going to post some things in the chat. We have all of our community assets in this group. I'm putting it in the chat, r-link.com/community. r-link.com/community. When we tell you what we're going to announce here in just a minute, I want you to go through. We have how-to videos. We're adding to that on a weekly basis, tutorials. Like, how do you use this platform? How do you create widgets? How do you brand it? We're adding, for example, all of you that have an R-Link account, you're going to have all of these things available in your back office. You just have to click on. But then we're going to show you how you can actually create your own as well. So this platform is built to help you convert into sales. When you can have clickable links on the screen. At the end, when you finish today, you will see where it will take you to a 5-minute R-Link video. You can decide where you want to take them at the end of your presentation. Is it your website? Is it the video? Whatever it is. So this platform is amazing. But in r-link.com, make sure that you're subscribed to all our social media. Make sure you have your alerts that are on. This is really important. You go, Darren, get to the announcements and all that stuff. This is important. When these exchanges look at R-Link and people are looking to actually see, is the project worth looking at to buy tokens, they look at the amount of followers on social media. They look and see, is there engagement? They look and see how many wallets does this community have? All of these little things add up. You're going to see our blog, social media. You're going to see all kinds of cool things, and we'll continue to update that over and over and over again. The promotion, okay, then we have the announcement. The promotion for this month, and this is, when I talked to Tony this morning, he's like, look, let's make it proactive from the 1st of January. So if you've already purchased some additional nodes, because right now, and let me tell you, we cannot go back once this happens. If you've noticed in the community, the Connect back office, all the other projects have a bar that tells you how many nodes are left at that price. Because we were the last project that came on board, somehow they overlooked that little bar. So it wasn't automated. So some of you got a node at a lower price that you shouldn't have. That was to your advantage. But the node should be 5,200 today. But what we did was we talked them into, hey, listen, can we just give them to the 7th of January? So right now, as of today, the price is 4,700 for the node. January 4th, it goes to 4,900. And I'll copy and paste this too when Kim starts talking in the chat. And January 7th, it goes to 5,200 minimum. But looking at the sales today, I think it may jump to 5,300, 5,400 or more. We just don't know how many we're going to sell between now and then. The bonus that we're going to extend as of yesterday for the whole month, and they debated this. Like, we went back and forth going, is it too much? We're going to give you 100,000 bonus tokens for everyone that purchases a node. It's over a month of distribution. If you're the one that sold, so let's say, for example, Robin sold me an R-Link node. I got 100,000 bonus tokens. She got 100,000 bonus tokens for selling me the node. If I buy 5 nodes times 100,000, I got 500,000 bonus tokens for buying 5 R-Link nodes this month. If Robin is the one that sold that to me, she got 500,000, 500,000 bonus tokens. So we're talking this morning going, man, what if, again, these are all what ifs. You're in the community. I'm not enticing you. We know how this works. High risk, potential of no reward, potential of a lot of reward. What if it went, you can do the math. What if it went to $1? That was the question. Like, you could be giving away 100,000 tokens. If it went to $1, that could be a lot per just buying one node. We're like, you know what? January is the month. We understand that 2025, we're never going to get back. Like, this is like with the Bitcoin halving, they're saying 2025 is the time. Like, we either go gain as much as we can or we're going to miss it. Every day makes a big difference. So that's one part of the announcements. Now, my challenge to you is to think about it this way. If we wait for another week or 2 weeks and we get excited, and let's say that I introduce Charlton, okay, to the community, and he buys some nodes, but he's like, hey, I want to help build a community too. He goes out and he talks to Elena, and Elena's like, hey, I want to do the same thing. If we have a lackadaisical, relaxed intensity, that duplicates. This changed everything in my business years ago. When I have massive urgency today, January 2nd, and I go to Charlton, and he's like, oh my gosh, I want some of this. And I'm like, hey, well, who do you know? We can get them some information this afternoon. And he gets on the phone with Elena. The next thing you know, fast forward a week or two, where if I was being relaxed and not having urgency, I would have lost a week or two of promotion, but you compound that by the end of the month. 80% happens the last 20% of the time. Like, I doubt we use this promotion again because it's so many tokens for so little effort, right? In the scheme of things. But that's our reward for being a pioneer and launching this project and really wanting to get it off the ground and get it to the world. But when you recruit to recruit, for a lack of a better way to say it, that compounding effect, it's the penny a day and double it for 30 days. If I gave you a penny today, 2 tomorrow, 4, 8, 16, 3 weeks into the month, you're like, man, I wish Darren would have he offered me a penny a day or $1 million in cash. I made a mistake by doing the penny a day. I only have a few $100s. But take that out 31 days, you have over 10 million. So have massive urgency, like make a plan. We're basically opening up. We have what we call the battery. And the battery is producing tokens every day. We're using these tokens for this incentive. So we're basically opening up like, hey, Charlton, as many people as you want to participate, we're going to give it to you. And for those people, they get started. So if I get Charlton in today and he gets Elena in today, it's no longer who I know, it's who they know. And so massive urgency. So we talked about the node price. We talked about the promotions. And let's see. And they're going to be, and they have to do this manually, by the way. So they're going to go back. Everything is tracked. So if you did it with the previous promotion, they will add those in. Okay. Promise you, you're going to get it. You're not going to miss it. So all of this will be done manually on that part. Now, Kim, here we are today. Let me know if you're ready.
I'm ready. Woohoo!
Okay. So Kim is going to share with you our goal this first quarter. And this is where we need your help and your support. Like, this is our company, right? Not one person. We want to get 25,000 subscribers on the R-Link platform. There's several reasons for that. Number one, we know we can put millions on this platform. We had rolled out anything. We have some really big plans to drive this project. What we've done so far is basically had a governor. We've been controlling the growth. Going at first, you had to have an NFT and you had to do this. Then you had to do, it's a bank wire. Now what we're getting ready to do with this group, we're going to roll out our shopping cart where anyone and everyone that you know can purchase the service with a credit card. But we want to get you a part of this small group that's helping us promote it. Number one, all of us should be on the platform. We want to be a product of the product. How can we promote something if we don't believe in it enough to at least own the service? So every single one of us should own the service. And then we want you to help us start getting the word out so we can get as many people can using the service. And let me tell you, we got major announcements coming. We got breakout rooms that are coming. We got the ability to Zoom on your mobile phone. You've been asking for that. We've got AI in the works. We have a checklist, and we're adding to it daily. So we're going to continue to make the platform better and better and better. So Kim, I'm going to go ahead and let you explain to them how they can start participating in getting customers, how they can activate their affiliate link. So right now the developers are working on, with Connect, branding an R-Link platform where you only see R-Link. Because we know that when you go in and you see 14, 15 different projects, it's overwhelming. And then if you're talking about R-Link, and all of a sudden you got to explain Connect, and you got to explain when, and you got to explain all these other things, a confused mind does nothing. So we're trying to simplify everything, where when you take them into the mall, if they only want to go into Neiman Marcus, right, then they can go in and they can leave. They can go into R-Link and they can leave. You don't want to say, hey, you're in the mall. You have to look at every store while you're here. We believe that R-Link will be the most viral blockchain project in history. Okay, and to do that, and we believe it'll be a door opener. We believe in all the other projects. Trust me, I've got nodes and tons of projects. Kim does. Most of you do. But we want to get them in the door first. Then if they're in the mall in Neiman Marcus and they go, I'm hungry. Oh man, you got to see Grow. Well, I need a ride back home. Well, you got to see Revo. So we're going to show them the rest of the mall, but by the inch, it's a cinch. By the yard, it's too hard. So we're going to talk to you about how we're going to work the affiliate structure right now, how we're going to be able to sell people with a credit card right now while they're finishing the build out with the developers. And then everything will be integrated. We won't have to worry about anything manual, but we're just taking it one step at a time. So Kim, over to you.
All right, excellent. So guys, you're going to want to mark your calendars as today. This is the second day of January, but this is like the first big rollout as it relates to R-Link. You're going to look back and say January 2nd, 2025. This the first time I've said that, 2025. It sounds weird, but the point is that amazing things are going to happen from this point forward. So like Darren said, we do have the ability as of today to have people sign up and pay for our service on the monthly or on from an annual perspective without the value of having an NFT. So this is super, super powerful. People can pay monthly. So here's the rates. They can sign up for a basic account, a pro account, or an ultimate account, or they can pay annually $99.90 or $299.90 or $499.90. Now, in order for you to have the value of the referral traffic, like Darren said, we don't have that integration yet with Connect. It's coming, it's being built, it's imminent. But we want you to be able to sign up anybody that you want to send to R-Link and get the credit for it. So what we're doing is we're going to have a referral program that is separate from Connect for a stop. It's basically just a bridge until Connect gets all the coding done. So what you're going to do, step one, is there is a link up here, up at the top. It says sign up for referral link. You should be able to see it. It's above my photo here on the screen. If you click on that, it will take you to sign up for our affiliate or referral program, whichever way you want to say it, referral program. This is so you get a referral link that can be tracked back for anybody that you send to R-Link. This is very important, okay? So sign up for it. Now, there's a couple of things I want to make sure that you are aware of. You need to make sure that you read the thank you page. So once you go through the process of signing up, you want to stay on the thank you page, follow the instructions provided. Do not navigate away until you've successfully logged into your affiliate dashboard. And I'm going to talk about that just in a second. But the thank you page is going to be your guide to logging in with what we are going to call the secure, the login with secure code option. That is the best and most efficient way probably for you to do this once you've signed up and to get your referral link, okay? So step one, again, click on that link, go there, sign up. use the Connect email that you use the email that you signed up with Connect. Okay. The reason that we're asking that you do this is because of the mapping that's going to need to happen once the Connect ecosystem has been coded. We're going to marry these two systems together so that your referrals that you've sent to our link are tracked back in the genealogy to you. Okay, so that's very important. Step two, once you've got your referral link, we want to get you signed into the affiliate dashboard. So that is going to be the next piece of this. Now, so once you click on secure, let me get that, what it's going to look like. Let me show you what it'll look like first, and then you're going to want to click on that log into referral. All right, so why is that not showing up? Give me just a second here. For some reason, maybe I've got the wrong link in here.
And while you're doing that, what we will do while Kim is fixing that, we will put the links in the chat as well. See, a couple you said it wasn't working for you. It's working for me. Okay, so I see Liz just put that in there. And so this is for the R-Link service, just to clarify.
Yes.
Not the nodes. This is for the R-Link service, because most people are not going to do a bank wire for a $9.95 a month service. But we want to put millions of subscribers on this platform, just like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, GoToWebinar. And so this is the way that we're going to start scaling it to the masses. And you're part of the beta group. We want to make sure the funnel's working. We want to make sure the language is clear. We want to make sure, are there any steps that we could add or take away to make it a little bit simpler process? Like, this is what we do. Tony, I've never seen anybody generate revenue like Tony before, to have 3 different companies that have done over $1 billion in 3 years. And Tony's like, look, all we need is good enough. We make good enough better every single day. And it's exactly what happens. The other thing is that we're going to be tracking your referrals, and then we match that with the Connect genealogy. So please use your same email that you use with Connect. And then we will be paying out the commissions. It'll be the Connect comp plan when people sign up for the R-Link service. And again, we're working on that. So please, thank you for your patience. And the other thing is that the action points, they're in the process. The developers are programming that in. So everything is being tracked right now. And what we'll do is, once the developers finish with the action points and it's all added, then it will go back and you will get what you should get based on the action points. So we'll do some other calls announcing what the action points are, how you utilize, how you take advantage of it. But just know we're doing everything to make sure that you're rewarded like you should be rewarded. And then, Kim, if we could put the links maybe in the chat as well at the end, that way they can click on them.
I sure will. I'm going to put all of this in, and we have a WhatsApp group that we're asking for feedback as well. Like, if you get confused anywhere, we're going to have a median for you to communicate with us. But the affiliate page or the referral page is going to look like this. And the key here is you don't have a password until you log in. So you're going to log in with a secure code. Now, that code will come to your inbox. So once you do that, you just check your inbox for the code, and then you're going to want to enter the code, and it'll walk you through that process. Now, if you choose to do so, you can also set up a email and password, but that secure code, it's just like what we're using with all the other app.rlink or app. Any of those where we're getting a code, it's a little more secure to do it that way. So we're encouraging everybody just to log in with the code feature. If, again, I'll let you choose, but that's the easiest and most efficient way to do it. But once you've logged in, you'll be able to access any of your links, like your referral links. You're going to be able to see any of your signups. You'll be able to manage your account. Just keep in mind that there's no affiliate revenue per se going to come out from this ecosystem. That'll have to wait until Connect is in play here, once all the coding is done. But now the third step, and this is probably once you have your link, your referral link, you've logged into the referral dashboard so you can see everything. The third step is go tell it on the mountain. Start sharing your referral link, and bringing people into our ecosystem so that they can have the opportunity to take advantage of this amazing tool that we're all betting a lot on. We're excited about having the opportunity to open the doors to the masses and let people come in and use the platform just like they would Zoom or any of our other competitors, except we feel like we have a lot more to offer them, the ability for them to click on links right here within the ecosystem to direct their traffic, to create sales, whatever, depending on how people are using the platform. But there's a lot of marketing features in here that the others, our competitors just don't have. So who's excited?
All right. And Kim, I see one person asked about referrals. So the WhatsApp group I just put in the chat, and this is definitely amazing. That's a link to our WhatsApp group. That's for our beta testers, all of you. Okay. And if you have a few leaders you want to put in, that's fine. That group will be deleted, but it's basically for things like, hey, well, what happens here? And here's an error that I got. Hey, I'm confused here. So that way we can see what we need to change and address if there are errors. But one thing is we have what we call, Kim, how do you call it? Sticky pixels, where you send someone to the site with your link. Every single person here wants their own link. You can't send your whole team your link because then you're getting credit for all of them. And again, once it's integrated into Connect, it's going to be automated like everything else. We're just doing this with the beta group because we need to continue to move forward to scale. And this is the best way to do that. And we're going to make sure you're taken care of. If there are any issues, we will make sure they get fixed and that type of thing. But the sticky pixels, basically, if I send Christine Deasy my link and she goes to the site for 30 days, as long as I'm using the same browser and all that stuff, it's still going to link me to her referral link. Is that correct, Kim?
Actually, we've got it set for 365 days currently.
Oh, nice.
So the link will be, quote unquote sticky. I do want to put a little clarifier out there. There's certain things we can't control with the sticky link, meaning like if they, use a different browser, or if they clear their cache, or, there's 1,001 things like that we just can't control. But if somebody tells you that they signed up and you don't see them in your back office, let us know. If they did in fact sign up and they're what we'll call unclaimed, there is potentially a way that we can map them back to you. It'll just be a manual process. And if that happens to you, like, hey, Joe told me he signed up and I don't see him in my back office, then just send a support ticket and we'll investigate it. And if it looks like, it's something we can facilitate, then we'll definitely try to do that for you. All right.
Perfect. Yeah. And again, once we're going to post these instructions in the WhatsApp group. So that way, when you log in, it'll say step 1, go here.
They're
Step
already
2,
there.
fill this out.
They're already there, Darren. I already put them in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see that in the chat, but I'm saying we'll put that in the WhatsApp group as well, correct?
It's in the WhatsApp group already. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now the new people that join, I don't think they will see that.
Oh,
so
yes.
We'll have to put that again a little bit later on today. But that way it's not pieced throughout the chat, and it'll be a little bit easier to see. And then we have the support email. That way, if you have any issues there. But again, it's really simple. We're just hitting you with a lot of information at one time. You're a part of the beta group. We're going to I see people in the WhatsApp group going, hey, I got an error code. That's exactly what we want to know.
Yep.
And so if you have suggestions, send that to the support email. But again, this is what pioneers do. Like, this is how we had even talked to one of the guys that was one of the head executives at Zoom a while back, talking to him about this platform. And he was so fired up about this platform, but he exited Zoom with a 9-figure deal, back after COVID or whatever. And, he was talking about how he was there when it was a mess. And he's like, look, it's still a mess. They still have a lot of things they're working on every day. There's never perfect, right? It's about progress, not perfection. But he benefited from being in when it was an absolute disaster, when they had massive growth during COVID, and he took a 9-figure exit. And so he's like, look, I'll help you and consult you. give you any guidance that I possibly can. And he was getting into farming. He was actually excited about the grow, platform and stuff like that. And so this is what we're doing. Like, you all are the beta testers. If there's going to be things that are wrong, that's why we're getting you to do it before we roll it out to the masses. We have opportunities right now to be interviewed with the stock exchange behind us. We have opportunities right now to be in magazines and publications. We have massive opportunities that we've been putting the brakes on, because we know that, even Wright, he's like, look, I can roll this out to the blockchain community, which they're an extremely loyal community, and we could put on millions of people overnight. We don't want that yet. So we're actually putting the brakes. That's why this is so important. We got to get all of these things working the best we can, one step at a time. But already Wright was saying he's never seen a blockchain project launch as fast as we did in the history of blockchain. So it's about, getting better every single day. So Kim, is there anything else before I roll out with a couple last things or that we're missing?
I don't think there is. Please, guys, if you have feedback, like Darren said, we're super focused on making sure that we have a seamless experience here. And so, we think we go through the process and we're like, yes, this looks good, but we don't always look at it through your all's eyes. So you guys giving us feedback is going to be super, super important. Feel free to just use this WhatsApp group. We're going to be monitoring it very closely. You can also send support tickets, whatever you feel, whatever is your preferred method of reaching out, but definitely give us any and all feedback that you can, because we're going to use this to build this out to where there's absolutely nothing that goes wrong and everybody has a seamless experience across the board. So join us in the WhatsApp group. You guys are going to be our sales Jedis for sure. We appreciate you being a part of the beta so that we can work out any kinks that we might have.
Yeah, so once again, just a couple little recaps. And Kim, if you just look through the questions real quick as I close us out, I'll just take a little bit of time here. Number one, the node price is going up. Just remember that. So again, January 4th goes to 4,900. January 7th, a minimum of 5,200. Remember the promotion, 100,000 tokens. And again, most people never get the email about promotions or announcements or anything. They get lost. If they do get it, then most of them do not understand the power of what that means to them. Like, what does it mean for me? Just think about, everybody is tuned into their favorite radio station. We've heard it a bunch of times, WIIFM. What's in it for me? So when we're talking to people and sharing these announcements, the promotions, they need to hear the excitement in our voice, the urgency, and what that means to them. Like 100,000 bonus tokens to buy a node, and then 100,000 tokens to sell a node. That's extremely powerful. And then you multiply that out. So again, that promotion. And let's see, Shabakar, make sure that all of you please sign up for the service yourself, because that's the only way we're going to be able to continue to, again, you're the beta users. And when you are using the service yourself on a daily basis, selling is a transfer of emotions. They're going to be you're going to be jacked. You're going to be excited. And you'll be like, man, I can't believe this is the price. I can't believe how many things this platform does. Go to the community tab, r-link.com/community. Follow our social media, watch the tutorial videos. The more you go through it, the more excited and passionate you're going to be. And let's see. Someone says, can people purchase the service without being a node owner? 100%. We'll have millions of people. There's only 100,000 nodes, right? We don't need 300 million users daily like Zoom, but we will have millions of subscribers. That's the goal, that don't even know what a node is. They just use our services, whether it's the video conferencing, the other things that we're going to be adding, the education part of the platform. We'll have millions of customers as the goal, and they won't even know what a node is. They won't even know that it's blockchain eventually. We used to say, hey, what do you do? I have an internet company. We don't say that anymore. You have a company. If it's not on the internet, then you probably don't have that big of a business. So we say blockchain now, just like AI 24 months ago, it was all new and scary to everybody. And a lot of people said, I'll never use it. We use AI on a daily basis every single day now, whether we know it or not. So in the very near future, we won't even say blockchain, right? We'll have a company, it's on the blockchain. And if it's not on the blockchain, they can't compete with companies that are on the blockchain. So no, they do not have to be a node owner. We will be tracking all the data for commissions. We're working on the action points. And I think that's it. So Kim, any questions you see that we need to finish up?
Yeah, just a couple of quick questions. One of the questions Patty had is those who only have a subscription, they're just a user, in other words, of the platform. Do they also earn rewards for using the R-Link service? And the short answer is yes, Patty. As soon as that has been coded out on Connect's side. So there's still some coding things that are in the process of happening. Those rewards will be backdated based on when they come into the ecosystem. And then Veronica asked what benefit of having the service is if we don't host meetings. I think Veronica, I think you may be looking at it through the lens of, well, I'm not usually, hosting a meeting, but maybe you would if you, wouldn't it be nice even for family and friends if you could have an ecosystem where you could come and, meet, everybody thinks of this as a business thing, but it doesn't have to be. It can be anything you want it to be, where you can have virtual meetings, just like a FaceTime, if you want to call it that, where you are connecting with friends or family in a way that they can see and hear you. So I think there's a lot of application for this platform that's not business related. So just dropping that. And then
yeah, Steve said it's a new FaceTime. That's good.
Yeah.
And then Kim also, Jennifer said that someone already set up their account. Well, first of all, the only way they could have set up their account so far should have been through the Connect back office, which is linked to the people that referred them. Correct,
yes.
Kim?
Yes, so and someone else was asking about the password being the same as Connect. No, your password, that's one of the reasons I suggested you use the code. But if you so choose to set up your login for your dashboard, your referral dashboard or affiliate dashboard, using an email and a password, you can use whatever password you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably do it different than my wallet, but you
I would
can do whatever you want. And
Absolutely.
then Nelson said, where can I buy a node at the current price? Nelson, get back with the person that introduced you to the community, and they can give you their link, and you can go in the back and purchase at the current price. And I think that's it, Kim. We can take care of the rest of them in chat. And all right, well, listen, that's it. Thanks, everybody. Well, let's start going out there and spreading the word to purchase the service. Let's spread the word about the R-Link promotions for free tokens for the month of January. And I'm excited. At the end of 2025, we are going to look back and go, man, remember January 2nd, we jumped on. It was just 160 some of us. And we're like, man, we're going to go do this thing. And then look at what happened over the next 12 months. So appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you, Kim, for you and Rhonda and the team putting in so much hard work. When you look at all these landing pages, the affiliate structure, the website, the community links, the social media, you can imagine how much time is being put into that on a daily basis. Like we're in meeting after meeting after meeting. And then the good news is you don't have to worry about any of that. All you have to do is go out and just share the good news with every single person that you know. And together we're going to take this thing and, crush 2025. So everybody have a blessed rest of your day. Kim, thank you so much. And we'll all talk soon.